Welcome back. My name is Ben. Today we're doing other YouTubers' tier lists in a tier list. Now, I'm gonna be quick with this. I'm not gonna go crazy in depth. I'm not gonna watch the videos. I've seen them all already. I've gone through all of these videos. I mostly just got them by typing in tier list and getting what YouTube served me. And then I went from there. I took some suggestions, but mostly I just took what YouTube offered up for me. So right off the bat, we have The Odd 2 is out. Now, The Odd 2 is out made other YouTubers tier list, which I gotta say is not a crazy original idea. And I feel like he's just copying The Odd 1 is out. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know. So he went pretty in depth. He listed them all very well. He gave good reasons as to why he felt one way or another about them. But I hated it all. You know, he had their finalized tier lists as the pictures. So the whole thing just became a mess of tier lists. It was terrible, but it was pretty good overall. So I'm going to give it a C. It was right in the middle. Now, Donkey's YouTuber tier list. This is a quality video. Donkey used to make really good videos, and now he only makes bad videos, but I was a pretty big fan of this video, so I gotta put it here at the A. I think that's just fair. Up next, we have another Ben Shapiro, a favorite of the internet, did the presidential tier list. Now, to be honest, when he first started, I was half on, half off with his reasons for why he was doing his placements. And he kept complaining about the fact that he didn't have a D tier list. It's because they didn't make a tier list. They went to tier list generator, which is not allowed. You're supposed to do it in Photoshop. But because he didn't have a D, he just kept complaining about it. And then I got thrown off when he put Obama in F. Now, I don't want to get political. I think Obama has many shortcomings. I like the dude. I don't think he is an F tier at all. I think that's just a wrong observation, flat out. I don't really know where I'd place him. It's certainly not F, though. For that, honestly, I gotta just place Ben Shapiro in the F tier. Next, we have Numb Nexus's Pokemon Drip. Now, I liked this. I thought he understood the content very well. It was a long list, so he went really in detail, but he kept the video fairly short. I didn't know most of them, and because they're not full body shots, I didn't fully see the drip. I thought this was okay. I honestly gotta give this a C tier as well. You know, it was okay. Now, Curtis Connor and Jarvis Johnson did the hottest Pokemon tier list, which, great concept already, spectacular. I like both of them a lot, so I thought this was a great matchup. However, this thumbnail lies to you. This isn't just a tier list video. This is a podcast episode. And the tier list video is nestled inside of the podcast episode, automatically deducting it points in my eyes. They get a long list, again, not in Photoshop. But because they don't curate it, they don't use the whole list. Now, the list was too long for my liking anyway, so there are some pros to that. But, I'm gonna give it a B. This is Noodle's reaction to Ice Cream Sandwich's door tier list. I thought this was a good video. I'm gonna put it in the A tier. H3 Podcasts Candy tier list. Now, I know there's two parts to this. I didn't capture both of them in this thumbnail. They are very extensive. This goes on for a while. I will detract it as well, points, because it was done in the middle of a podcast. Again, it's not, you can find the highlights. So that's nice, but it doesn't make up for it. Anyway, they took a democratic approach to this, which is a different take than tier lists, and was kind of refreshing, honestly, to see, the averaging out of scores, But that's not what tier lists are about. This is not a democracy. This is an authoritarian regime where the person in charge of the tier list says what goes. And I don't have anybody in D tier list, so I'm going to put it there. Also because Ethan likes candy corn, and I cannot excuse that. I'm sorry. Tier Zoo. Now, if you're not familiar with Tier Zoo, Tier List Zoo, their whole channel is nature education via the concept of tier lists. And you know, they don't entirely do that, but I just decided to put their whole channel on here. To base your whole channel off of tier lists is a lot. I'm just saying, Tier List Zoo, come on. Like, I don't know. I feel like this makes it hard to keep making videos because you've boxed yourself in so much to this format that, while I think you're phenomenally educational, I really do. I like your content. It's well made. I gotta drag you to the D tier list right here with H3. Right here, Cody Co's deli meat tier list. Now, this is a phenomenal tier list for multiple reasons. Cody is able to sample the meats for us, so we're able to see what's going on. We're able to have him experience it in front of our eyes. He has a limited number of meats, but because of the nature of deli meat, it's still fairly extensive, and he gets, I'd say, most deli meats that we're familiar with, right? So he gets the whole range. The video doesn't go on forever, and he tastes them all. Cody's got a good personality. I think this is our first S tier. Honestly, I really enjoyed this one from start to finish. Thought this was great. So we're moving on to Donkey's official console tier list. Now, like I said before, Donkey used to make good videos, but he doesn't make good videos anymore. That's why we got to put him in the shadow realm. Moving on from that, we have Charles, aka Moist Critical, aka Penguin Zero, aka the Beefmeister. He has the YouTuber Apology tier list. Now, I like Charlie's tier list videos. My only issue with this one being, you have to give a lot of context if you don't know the YouTubers. He could have just gone through and said, I like this one for this reasons, I don't like this one for these reasons, but it wouldn't have really had the full impact. But this is the one that YouTube served me, so, you know, this is the one that I gotta pick for you. Sorry, Charlie. This one's, unfortunately, I think this one's going in the E tier for me. While I like all the apologies separately, seeing them all together, it's too much to go through, and I apologize. It's not on you. Charlie, I am so sorry for the fact that I have placed you in E tier. Dan Tavius is next, and his tier list is the cartoon characters that I want to punch in the face. Now, he has an extensive tier list for this. Again, I think it's on Tier List Maker, not on Photoshop, but that's okay, you know, whatever. I just found myself asking over and over again while I was watching this, why do I care which characters you want to punch in the face? Now, I know that's the question of all tier lists, why do I care what you think about this? But something very specific about wanting to punch them in the face feels very personal. And I'm sorry, I didn't feel it. E tier. Alright, now next we've got Circle Tunes HD with his everything tier list. This one breaks the mold. He didn't care, but he did do Photoshop and he dragged it around, so that one gets points. It was short, it was succinct, he gave his good reasonings for it. I thought this was a really good one. Honestly, I have to put this in the B. The only reason it's not going in the A tier is because I don't like seeing the lines on the screen when you record it through the phone. That's not on you, it's just the method of your recording, I know, but I just don't like it. Alright, last one, but certainly not least. It's Corey X Kenshin with his fast food tier list. Corey kind of steers different than any other tier list I've seen. He really used that S tier, and I gotta give it to him and give him the S tier as well. So congratulations, Corey. You have won the S tier prize. You're right there, the deli meat and the fast food. Congratulations to everybody who made it on the tier list. Really, you're all great. You're all fantastic. And everyone who watched this video, you're fantastic. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, and night. This has been. Bye.